Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I want to show you how to make this gorgeous granny square that's in the video right now. Aren't all those colors gorgeous? This one is just another sample of the same granny square that I made, but just with one bundle or bunch of yarn. Not sure what you call it. Okay, so I'm going to show you the colorful one, the one that has an orange flower in the center. That's what this video is going to show you. I used a 3.5mm crochet hook, and if you want links for those beautiful colored yarns that I've been using as well, you can check in the link below. So now I'm going to make my version of a magic ring. Next, what I'm going to do is just secure that long strand of yarn with one chain. Actually, I'm going right through and starting immediately. So what I'm doing is I'm making 3 double crochet which will form a cluster. So don't pull through your double crochet strands, just make sure that they're all on your hook at the same time. Sorry, I'm starting again. Okay, pulling through the thread, one chain to secure it, and then I'm going to do a double crochet, keep it on the hook, another double crochet, keep it on the hook, and the last double crochet, and then I'm going to pull my yarn through all the loops together, then chain 3. Next I'm doing one double crochet, don't pull through, 2 double crochets, 3 double crochet. Now I've formed a cluster of 3 double crochets. I'll pull my yarn right through and do 3 chains. I'm going to repeat this right around my magic ring 4 more times. Now that that's complete, I'm going to form a slip stitch in the beginning of my row, and now as you can see I've got 6 petals for my flower, which forms the center of my granny square. I'm going to cut the thread and secure it as tightly as I can. For row 2, I'm using this beautiful dark blue colored yarn. Now I'm making a 3 double crochet cluster like on the previous row, and this is done in the previous chain 3 space from row 1. Pull your yarn through all 4 stitches and then chain 2. Then I'm doing another 3 double crochet cluster in that same chain 3 space from row 1. So in other words, there's 2 double crochet clusters in this little section. Then you're going to chain 2, and this is how it looks so far. I'm going to repeat this process all the way right round. So in each chain 3 space of previous row 1, I'm going to do 3 double crochet cluster, chain 2, 3 double crochet cluster in the same space, and then chain 2, and then go to the next space and do the same thing again. We are going to repeat this process all the way around to complete row 2. There we have it. Row 2 is complete. What do you think? It's looking so cute so far. Next, you're going to slip stitch into the top of the beginning of your row 2, and then we're going to cut our thread and secure it tightly. For row 3, I'm using the stunning colorful yarn. I think it's going to look absolutely amazing. You're going to secure your yarn into any of the chain 2 spaces which you made on the previous row. In this chain 2 space, we're going to do 3 double crochet cluster, and then chain 4, and then a 3 double crochet cluster again in the same space. This is going to form the corner of our granny square. Chain 2, and then in our next space we're going to do a 3 double crochet cluster. Chain 2, and then in the next space another 3 double crochet cluster. Chain 2 again. Now we're going to make our next corner. So in the next space we're going to do a 3 double crochet cluster, chain 4, and then a 3 double crochet cluster in the same space. Chain 2. If you spread out your work, you're going to see that it is starting to form like straight lines to form a square. Next we're going to do a 3 double crochet cluster in the next space, and then chain 2, and then in the next space a 3 double crochet cluster again, chain 2, and then we're making our next corner. So in the next space we're going to do a 3 double crochet cluster, 2, 3, and chain 4. and then a 3 double crochet cluster in the same section. That's 1, 2, 3. Pull your yarn through all the loops and then chain 2. In the next space, 3 double crochet cluster, pull your yarn through all the loops and then chain 2. 1, 2. Isn't that cute? In your next space, we're going to repeat that. We're going to do a 3 double crochet cluster in the same space and then chain 2. Now we're making our last corner, so it's going to be a 3 double crochet cluster, chain 4, and then a 3 double crochet cluster. That's going to make our last corner. After this corner, in the next space, you're going to do a 3 double crochet cluster, but first you're going to do chain 2 to complete that corner. Okay, so I just did chain 2, and then next we're going to do a 3 double crochet cluster, chain 2 in the next space, a 3 double crochet cluster, chain 2 again, and then we're going to do a slip stitch into the top of the beginning of our row, and you're going to cut the yarn and secure it tightly again, and that will be the end of our third row. For row 4, I'm using this beautiful burgundy or plum colored yarn. I'm going to secure the yarn in any of the previous chain 4 sections, and if you will see, the chain 4 section is the section which formed the corner. So choose any of those 4 corners and secure your yarn in the chain 4 section. In this section, we're doing a 3 double crochet cluster, chain 4, and then a 3 double crochet cluster again. This is continuing the corner of our granny square. And this is how our little corner is formed. Next we're going to chain 2. In the next space we're going to make a 3 double crochet cluster, then chain 2. In the next space a 3 double crochet cluster, chain 2. In the next space a 3 double crochet cluster again. So this time there's going to be 3 separate 3 double crochet clusters. In the next space we're going to do a 3 double crochet cluster, chain 4, and then another 3 double crochet cluster in the same space, and then we will chain 2 after that. In each of the next 3 spaces we're going to do a 3 double crochet cluster, chain 2, next space 3 double crochet cluster, chain 2, next space 3 double crochet cluster, chain 2 again. Now we're back at the next corner. We're going to do a 3 double crochet cluster, chain 4, 3 double crochet cluster, chain 2. After this corner is done, we're going to repeat the 3 spaces which each have a 3 double crochet cluster and a chain 2 until we reach the next corner. Okay, we're back at the next corner and it's going to be the same as all the other corners. 3 double crochet cluster, chain 4, 3 double crochet cluster, chain 2. In the next space, 3 double crochet cluster, chain 2, the next space 3 double crochet cluster, chain 2, and the next space again 3 double crochet cluster, chain 2. Now that row 4 is complete, we're going to slip stitch into the beginning of the start of our row, and we're going to cut and secure our yarn tightly. Now we're back to that gorgeous dark blue yarn which you used on row 2. We're going to secure the yarn in any of the corners, which is a chain 4 of the previous row. In this corner, we're going to do a 3 double crochet cluster, chain 6, and then a 3 double crochet cluster, and then chain 2. In the next 4 spaces, we're going to do a 3 double crochet cluster, chain 2, and repeat that into each of the 4 spaces, so that we have a total of 3 spaces which have 3 double crochet clusters in them. In the next space, we're doing a 3 double crochet cluster, chain 6, 3 double crochet cluster, and then chain 2. And then after that, we're going to repeat in the next 4 spaces a 3 double crochet cluster, chain 2 in each of the 4 spaces until we reach the next corner. In this space, we're doing the next corner, which is a 3 double crochet cluster, chain 6, 3 double crochet cluster, chain 2. And then in the next 4 spaces after that, in each of those spaces, we're going to do a 3 double crochet cluster, chain 2 into the next space until we reach the next corner again. This is our next corner. We're going to do the same as usual, 3 double crochet cluster, chain 6, 3 double crochet cluster, then chain 2. After we've done that, in the next 4 spaces, we're going to do 3 double crochet cluster, chain 2 in each of them until we reach the next corner. This is now the end of row 5. We're going to do a slip stitch. We're going to cut our thread and secure the yarn again. For our last and final row, we're using that stunning yarn again, which we used for row 3. Secure this yarn in one of the corners in the chain, any chain 6 space. For this corner, what we're going to do is a 3 double crochet cluster, chain 2, 3 double crochet cluster, chain 4, 3 double crochet cluster, chain 2, and a 3 double crochet cluster again. So there's going to be 3 double crochet clusters in this section. And after you're done with that corner, you're going to chain 2. Once you've chained 2, we're going to go to the next space. Now that we're done with that corner, we're going to do a 3 double crochet cluster, chain 2, 3 double crochet cluster in the same space, in one space. After that, we're going to chain 2, and then we're going to repeat 5 times until we reached the next corner. We are now at the next corner where we will do a 3 double crochet cluster, chain 2, 3 double crochet cluster, chain 4, 3 double crochet cluster, chain 2, 3 double crochet cluster, chain 2, and that will complete this corner. Once that corner is complete, we're going to do in each space a 3 double crochet cluster, chain 2, 3 double crochet cluster, chain 2, and then go into the next space. Repeat this 5 times. We are now back at another corner, everyone, and this will be a 3 double crochet cluster, chain 2, 3 double crochet cluster, chain 4, another 3 double crochet cluster, chain 2, and the last double crochet cluster in the same section, chain 2, and that will complete the next corner. chain 2. That's the corner completed. In the next 5 spaces, each of the spaces we're going to repeat as before. 3 double crochet cluster, chain 2, 3 double crochet cluster, chain 2. That'll be 1 space. Do this 5 times. This is the last corner, everyone, and it's a 3 double crochet cluster, chain 2, 3 double crochet cluster, chain 4, 3 double crochet cluster, chain 2, 3 double crochet cluster, and chain 2 again, and that's our corner completed. They're seen right here as I show you. For the next 5 spaces, we're going to do a 3 double crochet cluster, chain 2, 3 double crochet cluster, chain 2 in each of the spaces 5 times. This is the last corner, and in this side we're going to do the same as all the other corners, which is a 3 double crochet cluster, chain 2, 3 double crochet cluster, chain 4, 3 double crochet cluster, chain 2, 3 double crochet cluster, and then chain 2, and then we're going to secure with a slip stitch at the beginning of this row. And that's it. I hope you really enjoy this video. Please subscribe, and it will be nice to hear from you in the comments. I think it's gorgeous, and I might just make a bag. If you'd like me to make a bag with all these granny squares, let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. Bye.